The media is going hysterical, exaggerating Donald Trump's deportation plans and the additional 10,000 agents he's hired to enforce them. The New York Daily News even had a headline that the deportation goon squad was going to be set loose in New York City on the streets. Absolutely absurd. Let's put this in perspective. Under Bill Clinton, there were 10 million people deported. Under George W. Bush, there were 12 million people deported. In Obama's first term, there were 3 million people deported, and in his second term, 1.5 million. So Obama completely scaled back the normal practice of the government, which was aggressively to investigate and apprehend and deport illegal immigrants. And that was a policy under Bush, and it was a policy under Clinton, and it was the policy during Barack Obama's first term. Then in his second term, he got religion, and he stopped the deportations, slowed them way down. And what is abnormal here is that Trump is essentially going back to the previous policy in terms of the quantity of the deportations. This is not some new super police state that's being imposed. The only qualitative change is that he's prioritizing people that commit crimes. Now, Bush and Clinton and Obama in the first term also prioritized people who were released from federal prison and state prison. It was only in his second term that Obama said, put him out on the streets, we're not going to deport him. But previously, that only applied to people who are here illegally. Now Trump is extending it to people who hold green cards. And he's saying that if you commit a serious crime or a violent crime and you abuse our giving you guest status, we're going to throw you out of the country as long as you're not a citizen. That's completely fine. That's absolutely rational. Now, among the techniques for getting their hands on illegal immigrants is to apprehend those and move for deportation of those who they discover committing minor offenses like DUI or driving without a license or stuff like that. And as they come to the attention of the authorities, if they're here illegally, they'll be deported. And that also makes perfect sense. Again, if you don't break the law and you make no offenses and you're here illegally, you're still subject to deportation, but they're probably not going to get to you for a while, if they ever do. But the idea of prioritizing those who've committed serious crimes, who are incarcerated, who drove drunk, who flouted our laws by driving without a license, that to me makes absolutely perfect sense. And probably when all is said and done, Trump's deportation data, numbers, will probably be about the same as Bush's over an 8-year period. Now, there's interesting evidence that border crossings have dropped sharply since Trump took office. And that's interesting, and I think that will continue. And when Trump unveils the other two parts of his plan, the wall and the employer e-verify system to stop employers from hiring people that are here illegally, I think that's going to drop a lot further. So once again, Trump is doing a very fine job of keeping his promises, and he's going about it in a reasonable way. He's not going to go after the people who've been saved and granted amnesty or immunity by Obama under the Dreamers Act. He's going to go after people who are here, not citizens, who've committed crimes and offenses against our country. Absolutely, or a citizenry. Absolutely perfect plan. Thanks a lot for watching.